Why is the Christmas tree still up? You talked about on Hero Wars Dominion, I guess? Talking about Hero Wars Mobile?
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
It's still up so that you can collect your gifts, I suppose. So speaking of that, let's go ahead and talk about this. Let's go ahead and talk about this situation with Winterfest. So from my understanding, and let's be very clear, I do not care about Hero Wars. I did not care about Hero Wars at all the last couple of days. I did not care. I was busy with family and friends. I just didn't care, right? I received gifts in the mail. I received some credit and XP for the season. I got my season end rewards in the mail, and I just went about my day. But apparently there were a lot of people that were impacted negatively by the Darkness and Light Triumph seasons ending early. All right, they were sending rewards, but you had to actually collect them. I guess you had to actually collect rewards in order for the XP to count or something. I'm not sure. Somehow, some way, the Titan seasons ended early. They ended early, yet people kept or were still able to spend into it. I think that's what I'm hearing now. If it ended early and people couldn't spend into it, that is still a problem, but I don't think it's a huge problem. Another issue is that a lot of people were sending gifts up to the minute when the event ended, which again, I'm not trying to not empathize with people that do this, that are trying to get the high ranking at the very end. I'm not trying to say that you made a mistake by waiting that long. Obviously, you deserve what you deserve and all of that. It just seems to me like if it was getting close to the line, I would probably have already done what I'm doing. Like I was already done spending by middle of the day on the last day, right? Going down to the wire the very last minute apparently is dangerous in Hero Wars Dominion era, because some people didn't get credit. They weren't able to open some stuff, or they weren't able to receive some stuff even though they spent the money on the stuff. Again, I don't know if that's tied into the Light and Dark Titan season ending early. That is a problem. We don't have any official response. I reached out to community managers yesterday. I have not gotten any response direct from community managers, like I said, or a public response whatsoever. I've seen a bunch of people issuing tickets, and a bunch of automated responses from tickets, and a bunch of not automated response from tickets, saying things like, yes, it was ended early. We'll let you know if there will be a change. They can't tell you in the customer service ticket window that there will or won't be a reward until there is a decision by the company. And I would imagine the company was probably on holiday just like the rest of the world was, right? I would imagine that people were celebrating the new year. I don't know if that's the case everywhere in the world. I know that Christmas, for example, is different in Russia than it is in the Western world. Well, I guess there are Russian Orthodox that are celebrating Christmas in the United States also, but that is one set of problems, which is unfortunate. Another set of issues that people were dealing with this apparently were some people changed servers. And they changed servers before they got the reward, which it is clearly stated in the rules. If you change servers, your ranking points will be reset. But I guess people were waiting up to 30 hours. They'd waited 30 hours and they still hadn't gotten their reward yet. And I guess they lost patience. So they switched servers in order to get into the guild war for the week. Yeah, yesterday. And because they switched servers before they received their reward, they didn't get the reward, but they sure did get a couple of guild war trophies. Congratulations, you played yourself. It is very clearly stated in the rules right here. If you change servers, your ranking points will be reset. If it were me, if I had spent hundreds, if not thousands of dollars or whatever worth of resources in order to guarantee my top 10 ranking, top 10 gets you a spirit summoning sphere, top 3 gets you a guaranteed fragment of your choice. If I had spent in order to get into top 10 and I was not patient enough to wait for that to come in the mail, I still do empathize with you. I do. I feel bad. I feel like that's a bad beat. I don't like it one bit. But whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? If you couldn't wait, it's very clearly stated right here. Now the argument is When Winterfest is over, the ranking participants will receive rewards corresponding to their position on the leaderboard. It doesn't say when. It doesn't say when the rewards are going to be delivered. I don't know when I receive my rewards. I had a lot of tequila between this minute right now and Friday. I've had so much tequila over the weekend. I've had so much tequila and champagne. I have no idea when I got my rewards. There's a bunch of videos on the internet. There's a bunch of people arguing about it or upset about it in Discord, and rightly so. All I know is if I had made the effort, I would have waited. It takes 2 days for this event. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know whose fault it is, Pharaoh. I don't know. I hope that customer service and community managers help these players out. Both the players that were impacted by the Light and Dark Titan season ending early, and also the totem fragment not being delivered. I hope that these players are helped out. I do. But while I do empathize with both of you, I don't empathize nearly as much with people that are impatient and left servers. It was a mess. The Dark and Light season buttons were still there, but you couldn't access. I tried several times. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And I'll admit, I didn't buy either of the season passes for the Light and Darkness. I did not. I didn't buy either of them, so I didn't really dig into that too much. I probably should have. I understand the skins. Carlos Danger. I understand the skins were pretty good, but you know. I'll get them with skin stones eventually.